Welcome to aminacademy.com. In psychology of mind and behavior, let us discuss about parapsychology. Psychology is the scientific study of behavior and experience. Parapsychology studies anomalies of behavior and experience called paranormal experience. Paranormal phenomena transcend the boundaries of time, space, and force. Parapsychology is divided into two main branches. First one, extrasensory perceptions, ESP, which is the study of communications ostensibly without the non-sensory organs, and the second one, psychokinesis, aka, or the study of physical events that apparently occur without involvement of any recognized motor organs. A considerable number of cases of paranormal experience have been carefully investigated, found authentic by independent investigators, and published in the scientific books and journals of high standards. Now, in that, first we'll discuss about what is telepathy. The apparent communications between two minds without the use of known sensory channels was initially called thought transference and later came to be known as telepathy. Telepathic communications usually occur between persons who share a bond of affections or love. Such experience most commonly have been reported among numbers of same families and close friends. Marital, marital partners experience telepathic communications as frequently as do members of the same biological families. In other words, the bond between the person concerned in emotional rather than physical or genetic one. Next one, precognition. In this form of ESP, an individual experiences awareness of future events in the absence of the possibility of a rational interference. It may occur to a person while he is awake or dreaming. Precognitive experience, like other paranormal experiences, vary in range and amount of details and specificity. Next one, apparition. What is apparition? A visual appearance, usually manifesting only once or rarely, which suggests that the presence of a deceased person or animal or of a living person or animal not within the sensory range of the percipient. Such communication are pursued in visual and auditory modalities and occur usually in a state of altered consciousness. Next one, poltergeists refer to the movement of object without the use of any physical means. Such occurrences have been reported even in ancient literatures. However, in the past century, a number of authentic cases have been recorded by the investigators of such phenomena that they were able to witness themselves. Near death experience and out of body experiences. When some people come close to death, they report afterward profound experiences in which they believe they left their bodies and entered some other realm, transcending the boundaries of ego and the ordinary confine of time and space. They often have subjective impressions of being outside their physical body, seeing deceased relatives, and report profound spiritual and paranormal experiences that usually produce pervasive changes in behavior, attitudes, and values. reincarnation. What is that reincarnation? Young children subject to cases of reincarnation type sometimes claim to have lived before and give specific details about those lives and display behavior that corresponds to the actual or expected behavior of the person, that is a previous personality, whose life the subject comes to remember, but the behavior is unusual for his present circumstances. The child may be, for example, show phobia of water if he remembered having been drowned in the previous life and has had no such traumatic experiences or model available in the present life. Past life regression. Although past life regression or hypnotically induced previous lives do not come under the purview of paranormal phenomena, it is necessary to mention it here as often people mistake scientific research and reincarnation type case with past lives that emerge during hypnotic regression. Now, let us further discuss about psychology of mind and behavior in that parapsychology. First, we will define parapsychology. Parapsychology is a Parapsychology is a field that explores phenomena behind the scope of conventional psychology, often involving purported psychic ability and experiences. It investigates claims like telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, and psychokinesis, alongside other paranormal events such as near death experiences and apparition. While parapsychology seeks to understand these phenomena, it faces criticism for lacking reproducible scientific evidence and is generally not accepted by mainstream science. Key aspects of the parapsychology. First, extrasensory perceptions, ESP. What is that? This includes telepathy, mind to mind communication, clairvoyance, knowing about distant events, and precognition, knowing about future events. Parapsychology is the study of paranormal phenomena and extrasensory perceptions. ESP is a key area within it, referring to the reported ability to acquire information without relying on the known senses. This includes ability like telepathy, mind to mind communication, clairvoyance, that is perceiving hidden information, and precognition, knowing the future. While parapsychology explores these phenomena, the scientific community generally considers ESP to be pseudosciences due to the lack of reproducible evidence and available scientific explanations. Next one, psychokinesis. What is that? PK. Also known as telekinesis, this refers to the ability to influence physical objects with the mind. Parapsychology is the study of the purported paranormal phenomena, including extrasensory perceptions and psychokinesis, PK, also known as telekinesis, is the alleged ability to influence physical system with the mind without physical interaction such as moving objects with one's thoughts. While parapsychology is a recognized field of study, the existence of PK and other parapsychological phenomena remains unproven and is generally considered pseudoscience. According to Wikipedia, this all the things are pseudosciences. Other phenomena. Parapsychology also investigates apparition, apparitions, near-death experience, out-of-body experience, and other paranormal claims. Criticism. The mainstream scientists often dismiss parapsychology due to the lack of reproducible evidence and its reliance on anecdotal reports. Next, historical context. While ideas about paranormal phenomena have existed for centuries, parapsychology as a scientific field emerged in the late 19th century, partially as a response to spiritualism. Parapsychology, the study of paranormal phenomena, has a rich and complex history. It emerged from psychical research in late 19th century with organizations like a Society of Psychical Research Investigation, claim of telepathy, clairvoyance, and other psychic abilities. The field gained further traction in 1930s with some scientist J.B. Rene's work at Duke University, which focused on experimental studies of extrasensory perceptions (ESP), while parapsychology has faced ongoing criticism and debate regarding its methodology and evidence. It continues to be studied as a distinct field of inquiry. What is telepathy? Parapsychology is the study of paranormal phenomena, including telepathy, which is the purported ability to transfer thoughts or ideas directly from one mind to another without using any known sensory channels. While telepathy is a popular concept, parapsychology as a field faces skepticism from the mainstream scientific community due to lack of reproducible evidence and methodological flaws in experiments like the Gensfield test. Next, parapsychology and psychology. What are the difference? Parapsychology can be seen as a subfield of psychology, although it is not universally recognized as such. It explores the mind and behavior, but from a perspective that extends beyond the typical understanding of sensory perceptions and natural laws. Some psychologists may incorporate parapsychological concepts into their research or practice, particularly in areas like anomalous experience or the study of consciousness. However, the mainstream view is psychology is that parapsychological claims require rigorous scientific validation before they can be accepted. In a sense, in summary, you can say parapsychology attempts to investigate phenomena that challenge the boundaries of our current understanding of the mind and the physical world, but it remains a controversial and debated field. So far, we discussed about little about parapsychology. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.